What's up, guys? It's me, Daz. I snuck into the NRG castle. It's Aspher's birthday today, and we're gonna surprise him with a cake. So he has no idea I'm here. We're gonna bring it in and sing some happy birthdays and see how he reacts to it. Let's get it. Whoa, be careful.
Who's our host?
So we were supposed to have a host, but he's not showing up or hasn't called. So
wait, what?
What do you think, Brandon? Are the cameras on?
Should we have him host?
I mean, I don't know. What are the topics that we want to?
Literally anybody else wants to host this.
Well, how about me?
Oh my god!
Birthday to
Oh my god!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Azfura. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, guys.
Welcome to the official NRG Rocket League podcast presented by our incredible friends in Spectrum. Today, I'm joined by some incredible guests. We have Atomic, Daniel, Satthew from the NRG Rocket League team, and then, of course, Captain GarrettG, and Aspher, the birthday boy today, hence why we all have bowls of cake. We just got finished surprising him for his birthday. Aspher, again, happy birthday, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I'm excited to be here. Excited to do this podcast.
Excited too. I'm excited for the first official NRG Rocket League podcast. But I mean, how do you feel about that? Like the name wise, you think we should call it something else?
I feel like it's too long.
Yeah, it is kind of long.
Yeah, it is pretty long.
What could we do otherwise?
I like the name Takeoff.
I like it. Listen, NRG fam, let us know what you think about the name. We'll be experimenting potentially. But of course, we're here. And like I said, we have the cake on the table, but we're also joined by the incredible World Championship trophy. Gentlemen, congratulations once again on winning the World Championship. Now that you've had some time, Atomic, I want to start with you. How does it feel now looking at that, knowing it's yours, no one can take it away from you?
It's pretty sick.
Okay. Dan, you feel the same way?
I mean, it's honestly amazing. Like every Rocket League player, they play for that trophy. Every pro, they dream of lifting that trophy. And just now that it's finally happened, like it just feels amazing, and no one could ever take that away from us.
True. I mean, Matt, how you feel, man, after all this?
Just happy to do it for NA. Yeah, you, all that. So happy for NA. I'm just excited. Bring a trophy home. Had a lot of doubters throughout the year.
Real,
yeah.
So real.
Yeah, so it's just good to do it.
I'm glad you guys were able to get it done, bring it home. Before we get into it, I actually want to ask about the end, because you guys left when Matt was running around throwing a trophy up. Did you guys not know, or what happened?
I think we thought we had to leave, but I mean, Satthew still had time up there, so I don't know.
I to be fair, I did see the cameramen they looked at them and they're like, all right, let's go backstage. And then I was about to walk with them. The cameraman was like, no, keep going. So
okay. So we got a little confused with it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird directions.
Well, listen, man, you did what you had to do.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. I'm glad that you did that too. To be able to take
shout
the
the U crowd. The U crowd is they're good. They're good. They're the best.
All right. Before we get to the crowd though, let's talk about the run here. I want us to go kind of match by match and talk about your guys' thoughts and performances throughout the tournament as it increased, starting with that NIP matchup. I mean, what was the mindset going into it? Because that was actually a pretty close one, Atomic.
Yeah, that team was insane in scrims. That was one of our hardest scrims, honestly. So we knew it was going to be hard, even though maybe they didn't have the best season. So yeah, I mean, it started out clean. We were about a 3-0, and then in best of fives, games can just slip away, and then you're in game 5 OT. So, yeah, I don't know, but we managed to clutch it up. So,
I mean, Matt, watching them, did you feel was there a panic that set in mind as the series started getting closer to 5, or was it more just okay, we got to get kind of just stick to our game plan? What's going on?
That's we're never too panicked. We're always pretty confident that our game plan's gonna work. Dan's always let's just play our game, and was no different with that one. I think going into the series, definitely kind of echoing what Mossy was saying, we scrimmed them, and they seriously, I mean, they beat us pretty badly in that first scrim. They thought we were trolling, but we weren't. They were just really good that day.
They said.
Yeah. No, they were a really good team, and they showed that at Worlds too. So I'm just glad we pulled that one out because, it got a little scary at the end.
Final thoughts, Dan, before we move on?
I mean, yeah, that was a huge match. I mean, it was kind of an unlucky first round match because NIP, their form was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we knew that was a huge match because if we lost that, we'd play Twisted Minds right away and then into Vitality, which we didn't want to play. So yeah, we knew we decided to lock in and win that, and we did.
Dan, I want to go to you again because you're known for being a troll. Going into the World Championship, though, I think the team was probably the most focused it's been in a long time. I mean, can you kind of walk me through the mindset of the season leading up to the World Championship? Because it did feel like it was like a different lock-in. I mean, like, take for Raleigh, for example, you know, you guys were playing basketball with us, you were chilling, everybody was cool, calm. But World Championship, it was like you guys were like, I mean, I even hit up Matt to do like a quick interview. And Matt said, no, I'm going to take the interview. The guys are locked. They just want to focus on the game. I mean, so can you kind of like get me through that kind of mental process for you guys leading up to Worlds?
Yeah, so I mean, last season we were like insane all year, and I feel like kind of like during Worlds last year is when we like kind of let off the gas a little and we weren't like fully locked in. So this season I feel like we kind of just all focused on just like, we just kept saying Worlds is the end goal. So I think we kind of like ramped up this season, and like when we lost the majors, like we weren't really too mad about it. We just learned from it, and then we went to Worlds. We're very locked. I think we didn't boot camp for Raleigh, and then we boot camp for Worlds. So I mean, we're grinding twos. We're playing a lot of twos, and we're scrimming. We're trying very hard in the scrim. So I mean, it was just the hardest we tried all season, and I think we like ramped up perfectly throughout the season to like have our peak at Worlds, and then we dominated.
And it showed, definitely showed there. Like I said, you guys looked extremely focused, and of course, you guys ended up taking the tournament. Moving on to the secret match, Matt. I mean, can you kind of walk me through that series?
I mean, we because we had dropped game 2 in that one, right? We won the first one, then dropped game 2, or was it game 3? Game three. I don't know. It felt pretty comfortable. It was kind of similar to like NIP and then eventually Ultimates. It's like we go up 2, and then I think we just get a little bit kind of let off the gas a little bit in that sense. Feel a little too comfortable doing certain things that we normally wouldn't. Kind of when the series is closer, so we just kind of let them have a game, but we just locked back in for the last one, and we always felt like that series was going to be like relatively easy. We never had like issues with Secret in the past, really, and like even if like scrims were close against them, we were like, we know we're going to like beat them in tournament as well. So yeah.
So just handling business on that one. Then of course, you know, at this point we're entering playoff bracket, crowd territory. Garrett, I want to go to you here because we get to the crowd, and the crowd is always a different environment, especially at a World Championship. You've played in front of the crowd personally, and we've seen the most incredible moments from you, whether it was a loss or a win, and of course a shot and everything like that. But like, can you share your experiences with being in that environment where you're in an arena, whether it's in Europe or NA, and playing on that stage? Like, how does that feel for you?
I mean, I don't know how it is nowadays, but I felt like for me, when there was lands where you went from the studio to the crowd, it almost felt like a different event. You let the pressure, it doesn't matter to you why the pressure instantly is like so much more. And that was against Ultimate for you guys, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I feel like with this format, I always feel like being in the upper bracket was so huge because let's say you come out and just have first crowd match can go either way. I think that's how I always felt. Like it can, I don't know, you just have a slow start when you're in front of the crowd, even if like the studio part goes well. But I don't know, it was always more fun, and it felt like everyone made way more mistakes though. Like it just, that's where it really felt like LAN. I think them taking the Ultimates dub was huge. It was close to, I was a little worried.
Yeah,
the Ultimates matchup has been like one of the most entertaining games to watch them play. So I'm glad for that.
Yeah, and of course, that's why I want to jump into it for you, especially Atomic. Of course, you played in multiple lanes over the course of your career, and you've been in multiple finals over the course of your career. But when you get from that studio stage to the crowd stage, is it somewhat similar to like how Garrett's describing it, where like sometimes you can have like a slow start, or are you just kind of like excited to finally play in front of the fans? Or it could be both. Like, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I definitely agree with Garrett. It's like, I think a lot of teams will like, a lot of it is just like form. Like some teams will be insane in the studio. Some teams will be insane in front of the crowd, and like they'll ride that high. They know like they have that positive experience from like the last time they played in front of the crowd. They're like very confident. So I think like for us, it's trying to like come out hot. Like for that Ultimate series, we definitely wanted to like, we were talking about it all year that like the teams that win that upper bracket game, I think all year have won the LAN. Like if losing that upper bracket game is tough. Like you're going to have to play an extra series, and it's tiring. Like it's more, and if it goes the distance, like it does like drain you. So we wanted to come out hot, and with the crowd, it's like easier to like, I don't know, have energy for like those big moments. Cause like I remember we were screaming like an insane amount that series. So yeah.
For sure. I mean, the Ultimate Series was close. I mean, you guys went back and forth multiple different games. Is playing that team, what's the difficulty there for you?
I mean, I think they're a little bit underrated. Like, I don't know like how they're rated fully, but it's like, I feel like people shit on them a lot when it's like, realistically, I think they're like a top team. Like they can beat any, I mean, they've shown it all year. Like they can beat any team in the world. So like they are just a good team at the end of the day, but I think like their play style, like kind of counters us a bit sometimes if we're playing like not that disciplined, you know, like if we're just not realizing that the way they're playing, we can play into it and give them easy goals and then they can run away with the series. But I think like at Worlds, we were very locked in about that. So I think that's why, because we went up 3-1 and we probably should have closed it out like 4-1, 4-0 even, like we were talking about it. But sometimes that happens where we'll be dominating and then we'll be like, make really dumb mistakes that just like kind of just come from overconfidence, I'd say. So I think that's like the biggest thing against them.
Yeah, and that's fair. And Matt, like for you, as a coach, kind of like getting these guys settled in land in front of the crowd for that first match, what's like the biggest challenge you have, especially when you're going up against like a regional rifle that gives you difficulties like Ultimates?
Like obviously, again, like just being confident in our normal game plan. We had like specific things that we were working on against like even like a Vitality at EWC that we were pretty transferable to Ultimates. And I think if you watch, especially that first game, you can see a lot of it. And I think just kind of like owning in on like, obviously how we normally play, these specific changes. Other than that, like everything else kind of just plays out normally how it would anyway. So really focusing on that so they don't have to focus on the crowd or anything else. It's just like, these are the points, we're going into the series. We need to do this. We need to do this. As long as we do this, we'll win. And they don't think about the crowd, I think, as much. They just think about those things.
That's fair. And then, of course, it's a big win because you guys get Saturday off.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys spend that time? Dan?
I think we scrimmed we scrimmed like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, we warmed up a few teams.
Yeah, we warmed up teams. I mean, we were super focused. I said after, like once we won and we got the day off, I told like the team, like, we got to like make sure we use this day, like, right, and fully lock in. Because I think it's just a big opportunity to get like more scrims and just like get the play style down. So yeah, we used that day to lock in, and I think it helped us.
Yeah. Saw a couple fans too at the end of the day, right? Like
y'all came to the
NRG the bowling alley.
Yeah, that I remember that.
Yeah, so we stopped by there.
Yeah, so I mean that's definitely cool to be able to see the NRG fam. Alex, you saw a lot of them over the course of the weekend. And this was also your first time in France?
It was in Europe, yeah. France, Europe.
Oh, in Europe?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
It was definitely an experience. I mean, the worst part is just the flight, to be honest. It's just like, damn, like you just, not much leg room. And then halfway through, like, it's hard to sleep on a plane, like in general. The food was all right. It wasn't like crazy. It was all right. It was like lunch food, like school food, like, I don't know.
Alex, again, though, because we're talking about kind of like that off day. You still got to kind of walk around, see like the creator area. I think I sat with you and Garrett for a couple of matches. And we got to kind of see like
we watched
fans and
we watched Ultimates and our no.
No,
we did.
Watch that.
We did. That was was that Friday? That was Friday. That one was fun.
Yeah, we were like, oh, wait, this is happening. Oh, snap. Dude, I remember you guys won on Friday and my mom came over and she just started high-fiving like everyone. She was like, let's go NRG. I was like, I didn't even know you was a fan like that. it was definitely cool. But like the environment, like the atmosphere of being and seeing all those French fans in there though, Alex, I think that was like something that's worth talking about for a little bit.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think that's without a doubt like the best, I'll say like fan environment that any LAN has had, RLCS wise. And I'm also like I'm not gonna say surprised, but like they all stuck around till the end too, which was like really nice. Because again, North American lands, like people just usually leave if their favorite team's out. Yeah. Which like I get it, like in real sports, if your team is out, like why watch, I guess. But like I don't know, it's just like it was nice to see that. Definitely a change of pace.
Yeah.
And I mean, it makes me hopeful for future Rocket League events, right?
Yeah, dude. It was crazy for me too. Just like as a caster, I had Carmine Corp versus NIP, and you're out there on the floor, and you can feel like under your feet the ground shaking because they're literally jumping over there all like all across the stadium.
The flashlight thing was the coolest thing
Yeah.
for me. That was like the highlight. I was like, oh.
Yeah, dude. So, and it's so cool too because I'm like, there's a timeout, and obviously, we have to like talk about the match during the timeout, kind of like fill space a little bit. But you kind of take a moment to like look around you while it's all happening. So I'm thinking, obviously, everything. If I open my mouth, everything I say is going out live. But I'm watching everything around me, and I'm like, dude, this is incredible. Like seeing all like the lights and stuff, and seeing how like locked in everybody is towards the match and stuff. It kind of. It's hard not to get like swept up in the wave a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't want to be like biased towards one specific team or another. But then when you like are literally, sometimes it makes you scream a little louder when the whole stadium is screaming. But I think it's just because of the noise and everything else like that. But it definitely was a cool environment.
Yeah.
But it was different when it came Sunday because then it got a little quiet in the arena. Got a little quiet. Obviously, Carmen Corp couldn't make it to the finals. They lost to Falcons in the semis. Did that happen before you guys played GK?
Yeah, we were
did.
we were second semis.
Were there any initial reactions after seeing the result?
Like from us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we were watching that thing pretty intently. Like the Falcons, like we were like, okay, let's see what's actually going on between this. See how both teams are looking. If we feel like there's anything worth being said, felt like we had to watch and see. But after the first game, because like Falcons came out like swinging. I mean, sorry, Carmen came out swinging. And
they won game 1-4-0.
Yeah.
They looked good in that series, like really good.
Falcons kind of took advantage of things that we had noted of Carmine that were like kind of like breaking points for them throughout the year, and just looked really good doing it. So we were happy to play either. Obviously, it would have been cool to play Carmine in front of like their crowd, but
Can't control that.
yeah, of course.
Okay. And then, of course, you guys had the GK series. It was a 4-0 sweep. What was kind of like the mindset there, Dan?
I mean, the mindset was just go and play our game plan. I mean, we were confident because it felt like we were just a better team. So, I mean, we were just locked in. And yeah, I think us like dominating definitely helped us for the final because like the last games we play, like the more energy we have. So I think us getting like a quick sweep there like helped us win the whole thing.
And then you spend all your time. At that point, you already know who you're playing in the final. Dan, when you get to that stage, and I want your thoughts too, Atomic and Matt. You guys have all been in that position before, and you get to the point where, okay, we know we have X amount of time, maybe like 20 minutes before we're going to go on stage and play. Is the process just like calming the nerves down, or is it just like remaining focused, talking about the plan with the team? Like, how do you guys prepare for that?
I mean, it was remaining focused, honestly. Like, when we were, like, walking back, like, we didn't talk to each other. Like, it felt like we were all just, like, focused. Yeah. Like, focused walking forward. Like, we're so locked in. And, I mean, from my perspective, like, during that time, like, I was like, we really have to win this. And, like, I just wanted the time to go by. I just wanted to play. So I just try to, like, not think about anything and just, stay focused.
Yeah, same thing for you.
Yeah, we were super focused. Like, we weren't even really saying anything like not corny, but like like the little things you say to like, oh, we got this. Like, we were just like, I remember that. Yeah, they were like announcing like the 2v2 and like Paris Major and stuff, and like we were all saying like, don't even look at that stuff right now. Like, we just want to like don't like have your head anywhere else, but like right here. So that kept us locked in.
I was going to say, I used to hate when you'd see him 5. We made the final, and then I remember all the staff that were working there were like, this is yours. This is your event. Oh, he gets so mad. Of course we lose. I was like, you can't say that stuff, song. It made me so mad. Even if like a teammate would say it, I'd be like, bro, just don't even say it. Stop talking. Like, I'll learn half really quick, though, because I remember the first few events I played, I remember, like, if I was about to, like, I would stay warming up in free play until right before we used to walk away, but then I'd look over and I'd see Takeoff playing ping pong and stuff. Like, he was just chilling. Like, do you guys, like, fully relax before the match, or are you guys, like, straight free playing until they literally say, like, you gotta go?
Like, when we're second semis, we, like, free play, usually. It's like we get off, use bathroom, get snack, and then come back and free play as much as we can. I feel like
during the tournament, we play a lot of ping pong, honestly.
Because I think the tournament, we relax.
It kind of does help, though. With
You're having fun.
You're having fun, you're relaxed. It's like...
mind off the game.
Yeah, and then, but... I think honestly being the second semis is like such a big advantage. Like,
it's broken.
It's like insane. Like, you come out so like hot, and it's like hard to stop, honestly. Like, a lot of the game is just like momentum. Like, a couple like things go your way and you can just like roll the series. And like, I think we didn't want to like risk that not being the case because we were doing something else other than like warming up in free play. So like we were just playing the game.
And we need the stat on that, like second semis, like winner, like eventual winner percentage.
I feel like it's like a big streak
It's
at
like
this point.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
During that time, there's also no one to. You can't scramble on it because I know Aspher and all today.
Yeah.
You just have to complete.
Talk to me about the final. Where like we'll go game by game and try to kind of lock in. You guys took the game 1, 3-2. Then game 2, it was 1-0 Falcons. What did you kind of see out there, Matt? Like in the start of that?
At game 1 was like almost. That was about to be something very frustrating because 2 of our like world championship finals, we had like a tech pause in game 1.
Oh yeah.
And well, I guess actually in ours, we didn't pause the game when we lost to BDS the with JNEP Chicago. But remember your like mic had issues or something?
Yeah.
But we didn't.
Well, they did like a huge countdown that year. Or
Yeah, and
something.
your mic got messed up because
Yeah,
of it.
Yeah.
And we didn't say anything. That was a mistake. But then like last year, tech pause with like I think Drawley or something in game 1 as well.
Yeah, it took a while.
Took a while.
And I remember because we won game 1 like 5-0 or something.
Oh yeah, we killed
4-0.
them. Yeah.
And then they had like this massive pause.
Yeah. And so this year, we take the lead. They call it tech pause. I'm like, please don't take that back. They don't, but then we concede immediately.
Yeah, like
and
literally right off kickoff.
And then we concede again. And
We were actually mad.
Of course, yeah. I mean, yeah. What do you say?
Dan was like,
Bro, game 1 was crazy for me. So like it started out, I was so locked in. I scored the flipper sound. I'm like, all right, like we're about a perfect sweep. and then the pause happens and I actually crash out. Like you saw me crashing out. I'm like, bro, like, cause like pauses are like cursed for me. Like when me and Bisold were on V1 with Com and we played Complexity, we like rolled them game 1. Then there's like a 20-minute pause, and then they just dominated us, and then we missed out on the major and worlds. So yeah, and then last year in the World's Grand Final too. So yeah, and then they scored right after, and I'm like, really, bro? And then after that, there was a fly in my face. so I was spawning a fly, and then like 10 seconds later, they scored the second goal. So I was pissed, bro. I'm like, holy, bro, like this is tilting. Like the World Grand Final, this was what's happening to me. So yeah, so I mean, I was playing mad for the next like minute and a half, and then we scored, and I'm like, all right, we're back.
Yeah.
And then we score again. I'm like, all right, we got this.
Yeah. As equalizer was cold, and then the final goal was also very cold. So it was just, I mean, incredible resilience from the guys, and like we just kept believing in like our game plan and everything.
Even so, like with you guys having that start, not being able to score in game 2, and then Falcons taking like just that 1-0, like you could kind of tell that the series was going to be tight.
Yeah.
Throughout it. Did anything change after like game 2 for you, or like what was kind of the mindset there?
We like dominated game 2, but like we had one mistake and then they just like locked it down. Like we couldn't find the back of the net. It's kind of unfortunate in a couple instances, like very, very tight shots, very close to being goals. And I don't know, it was weird because like we dominated that game, and then they low-key came back in game 3 and like started they put a lot of pressure on us, but we won that one. It was weird. It was like we traded games that the other team kind of not deserved, but had more of. So
yeah, then after you won the game 3 OT, it was like 13 seconds to OT.
yeah.
They called a timeout.
Yeah.
Did that give you any momentum based on that once they called it, or like
It was an early timeout.
It wasn't. Yeah. Well, and people like always, because people when we were like playing BDS last year, they were like, I should have called the timeout at like 2-1 when they went up or whatever, or I guess 3-2 in that case. But yeah, I don't know. It's I get it. I get the timeout. Like again, they like had more of game 3 and lost, so I thought from like DeHoom's perspective, it made sense. But the entire time we were like, okay, like they've given us this opportunity. Like if we take the game right after the timeout, then it's over. Like and we killed them that game 4 as well. Or like it felt like we did. So yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about game here. Obviously, I know this is like sometimes a little bit of a touchy subject. So of course you guys have your game plan for Falcons, and then you also have your guys' way of playing. Did you feel like you had to make so many adjustments during the series, Atomic, based on like what they were showing you?
Against Falcons, not really. I mean, Falcons is like a matchup that we're pretty confident in because like they try to match our speed. I mean, they try to match everybody's speed, but it's like when teams do that, I think we feel like we can outspeed anybody. So like we're not really worried. So not really.
And then of course you guys, I think this one I'm sending to you. You guys were very offensive throughout the course of the series. And going into the event, we'll do a little touchback here. Going into the event, there was a lot of talk about your team's offensive capabilities. Did you make any adjustments to your guys' play style at all before the World Championship going in?
Yeah. But like, it's not like anything that would make us more offensive. It was having to do with like when we like got into certain positions, like when we choose to like maybe go for something like that will actually score and how we like score. That was like the big focus, like EWC and Worlds was like kind of improving the efficiency in that aspect, but like general game plan, like just like macro game, not really. Hey, you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Just like, just like more the finishing aspect.
After EWC, we like knew how to be a winning team.
Yeah, EWC, we like, I think we put the pieces together. And like, even though we lost to Vitality, like we were like, okay, in the games that we felt like we were executing what we felt like was like the final version of us, it went really well.
So at that point, it's just about making it more consistent.
Yep.
And more like efficient, because like we'll have a lot of games where we'll be like in their half a lot of the game, or like have a lot of chances that look close, but we need to like shoot, like it needs to be like really tight shooting. Where like when you watch other teams that have like really good offense, it's not like their actual straight shooting is like top bins like every time upper 90. It's like they like wear the team down a little bit more, so like the chance is a bit easier, and then they like score more like easier goals. That way they don't have to have like perfect shooting. And I think like we got smarter about like actually converting chances and like not just having pressure and not doing anything with it.
There was actually like I try to stay off social media as much as possible, but there was like a Reddit thread middle way through the year that was like, is NRG physical enough? Like that guy was like low-key on point. Like we knew we weren't physical enough.
You guys are very clean. We were very clean. Like, so you guys are so mechanical, it always looks so clean. Yeah. But I think the other teams like kind of could read it.
Yeah. It's like we were like, I mean, we just weren't making like efficient plays, and like just we would get into teams' half super well. We'd keep them there super well, which is why the defensive thing would like piss me off, because I'd be like, we're taking a lot of the right steps, and we're keeping teams like in their half or in their third for extended amounts of times. We just aren't capitalizing correctly.
Yeah, the passive thing on you was so funny.
The passive, I can like kind of see that made sense. Yeah, but like I was like, there's teams that we play against that sit back against us, and like you can go to like all the numbers. We'll be in their third for way more than them. We'll be in their half way more than them. The ball will not be in our half as much. Right. And that to me like kind of says offensive to me. I
started to feel like the passive thing. Yeah. A lot of it what had to do with how long you guys would actually survive on defense. So then it would look like you guys are more passive, but in reality, like other teams would just get scored on, and then they get the reason. You guys will actually. But you guys can defend for a long time if you. If we have to. I bet that's why it might have seemed like that.
Yeah. I think there's definitely aspects to that. There was also, I know throughout the year, like I think Speed at one point said that we like score a goal and we just sit in net, but it always felt like throughout the year we would like score, and then the other team would like not try to equalize against us. Like they would wait for us to overcommit or something.
They look for them to say it.
So we would it would be like a stalemate, and we were like, okay, well, they're not going to attack us.
Right.
If we just send, we're going to be really stupid about it.
You guys, I do think you guys looked great. When you were down, it was like, I feel like that, like the emergency maybe, and recreate. It was like all of a sudden the best opportunity can start happening.
Yeah.
You know how storylines are. It's like,
well, and so that was the thing. We just improved we improved our urgency going into Worlds from the get go, even when we're like not down. So yeah.
Did you know you were gonna win going into Game 5, or were you just like, we need to just like lock in, finish the game out, and then when the ball hit the ground, it was with?
I mean, that's one thing I'll give like props, especially like specifically to Mossy for the season, because I think we had going to finals last year, we had gained a lot of experience from that, because we would just get so excited every time we had a lead. But like Mossy this year, every game he was like, we gotta earn this one. He was like, forget about the last game, like this one, we gotta earn this. And that was like, I mean, that's real though. It's that was important.
That was like our whole motto. It's just like a lot of times like you can think a series is over, but like you have to have the mentality that like you have to fully earn this game, and not like it's not like they're like mentally giving up and you're gonna get free goals. Like you still gotta earn it, because when you have that mentality, then I think you do start playing like more passive and stuff.
Yeah, another big thing at EWC scrims. That's like one thing we picked up on a lot. just improving that process and practice and everything.
Yeah, and it works. So like you guys are definitely like more efficient. But one thing that I think is super impressive about you guys as a team is every individual has the ability to excel in an area of the field that when the team needs it the most is like you're on it. Like, of course, Dan, for example, obviously, you have like great offense over the field, but I'm always really impressed on your defense because you can hit the ball in a way to get a save to where if you need to make another one, you are always there, especially when teams have your team under the pressure the most. Is that something that you anticipate when you're playing against certain teams, or is that just like kind of like second nature to you?
I mean, I would say just like second nature. I mean, I feel like the way I play is like a little more defensive, but I mean, I feel like we all have like our thing that we're like really good at on our team. Like I feel like I'm good at defense. Atomic's like go to that shooting, and then Beast Mode is like he's very like creative, and he scores goals out of like nothing. So yeah, I mean, we kind of just like focus on the play style or like ourselves, but then like in like the key moments, we kind of like do what we do. You know what I mean?
So when obviously the time ticks down, Atomic does the fake, the ball drops, hits the ground. Walk me through it.
I mean, it was honestly just a big relief because like we honestly can't lose it. Like we actually can't lose that match. So
Yeah, no.
So once we won it was like thank God. And then I mean it was the first NA win in like a while. So I don't know. I was just glad to do it for NA.
You keep saying that, but like, what about you? Like, of course, I think like North America is definitely very grateful, but you guys have had your own journey for a long time. Yeah. All of you, including you, Matt. And you guys got over one of the biggest humps of your careers. How does that feel for you as a person?
It definitely felt good for me, but I mean, I was honestly more happy for like Atomic and Satthew. Like I wanted to get it for them, and I was happy for NA. Like honestly, because like people been hating on NA like crazy for like a while. Like when we first teamed, people were like, "Oh, like all 4 EU teams are better than them," which was crazy. So like, yeah, it was just nice to like prove the haters wrong.
What about you, Masi?
We couldn't believe it at the start because it's just like getting to World Finals is already like super hard. So like you never know if you're gonna get back, and it's like when the ball actually hit the ground, like we just like. I mean, me and Beast just started hugging each other, and like it was insane. Like it feels like NA's been like behind for a while, and like the last time NA won was obviously with Garrett, and it's like it just feels like very, very difficult to win if you're not from Europe. It's felt like that more like these past couple of years, and so like winning it from like being from NA just feels like even better. I feel like because you're not getting that practice all the time, and everything they talk about NA is just how bad we are, even though like I think we're good. It's just but like. Getting that win for us felt like super good and like super relieving.
For sure. I mean, but Matt, of course, you got to talk to me about how like that win for you. I mean, one, you've had your career as a player, but then being a coach and then coaching these guys, having a loss while you guys were on G2, jumping to NRG. It's just been a very long journey full of like lots of ups and downs. Just a lot of, again, you guys talk about the social pressure and the criticism and everything, and then finally get over that hump. I mean, what was it like?
Like Dan and Mossy said, just relief. I think, like I said too, we really tried to stay away from like the social pressures in the end. Obviously, we'd still look from time to time, but like second half of the year was just like get right mentally and like outside of the game and just focus on our game and everything. Don't believe, a word that doesn't come from our camp. Everything stays inside, and it's only thing that matters is like us, no matter how like delusional that may be. Like Mossy said, the pressure to like get back every time. I always hate because we felt it twice before this time. Is like we'd lose that grand finals, and I'd be at home like the entire next week. Like, damn, like was that it? Like was that the last time? It's just been a crazy like testament of consistency over the past 2 years. Even with the old roster on G2, mostly consistent throughout that time. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just really proud as a coach, obviously, to, have such great players that, buy into what we want to do and execute at such a high level.
Captain, I mean, we'll go to you. Last time they won a Worlds, it was you. And you were on NRG. And then now, with the Sweet. But now you got an all-NA team winning Worlds. I mean, and you got to witness that. Like, what was that like?
I mean, I was obviously happy for the team in the work, but I mean, what Daniel said, I've watched Atomic. That was his third grand final. I was like, yeah, bro, he deserved this. I mean, like losing 3 grand finals, I feel like it's kind of how I feel about JNAPs. Like he lost 2 of them, and it's like, dang, you're so close. Like for me, when we got second in Worlds, I honestly was more upset than when I got lax because it's just you're so close. You're so close, and we were 1 goal away. But I'm gonna kind of go back what Satthew was saying about not listening to a word that comes from not listening to any outside words. I feel like that's huge because I think honestly, me and CJ and Johnny talk about it and over exaggerate everything. We have to. It's like, I feel like it would be really easy for you to just completely change everything you guys are good at. And I wish I could go back to me, Squishy, and Justin because I think we were so online or so involved online with what everyone said that the whole demo narrative like really messed us up because in reality that split was our best online split ever. We got a regional win, 2 second places, but then we started listening to like what everyone said and we tried to like overchain and stuff and that we went down quick. We went down no quick after that. So I feel like that's huge that you guys ignored everything because I don't know, narratives are, it's like how people talk about first kill. Like I think it's so dumb. This guy is one of the best players in the world, but for some reason he can't win, like, and everyone tries to psychoanalyze him as a person. It's really easy to get into that stuff though. So I think that's huge. And
that's another thing too, is like we internally, like the whole year we felt like every LAN, like we progressed. Like Birmingham was our worst event LAN wise, even though like we made a semifinal and probably should have made grand final in our minds, but Raleigh felt like we progressed. UWC, even though that was our worst performance as a team ever, we felt like we progressed. Worlds was the final step. So despite like people being like, they're falling off, they're not even favorites anymore, we were like, no, we're extremely excited about what's about to happen.
Alex, what was it like watching NRG win?
I mean, it was amazing. I was with the Arsenal and Fisher, and we were on one of the stream setups, and we were just going crazy every time. And I think like once you guys scored the 3rd goal against was it 3 or 2?
3-2 in that final game. Yeah.
Like Arsenal got like, when like you're like, I don't know how I explain it. Like you're like happy, but you're like quiet. Like it's like relieving in a way, Arsenal just like was like, wow, like they did it, but he's just quiet the whole time. Like it was like one of those, like because he used to be Dan's teammate too. Is like but that was a great feeling, especially traveling to Europe. Like that flight was worth it. Like both the whole trip. So
your trophy actually is special to me, of course, because not because you guys won or anything like that, but I casted you guys. It was my first World Championship grand final.
Yeah.
And for me, it was the culmination. I've casted Rocket League for 9 years of my life. Yeah. From like community stuff, tournaments. Obviously, I casted you when you were playing. You were playing. You never played, so we never commentated you. But like for me, I mean, it was basically, and for me and Stacks, I think it was like a culmination of like such a long journey. And you guys, you talk about public perception, but we get a lot of that too. And you, again, try not to like feed into like comments that people say about you online and you want to improve. And it's hard, especially when I think like a vast majority of like casual fans would say, oh, Shogun and Johnny are the best casters in Rocket League. Mm-hmm. And of course, they're really supportive. Like those two are definitely like super supportive, especially Shogun with me and all the advice he's given me in my career. But I knew a lot earlier in the year, like I want to say before Raleigh. So I spent pretty much the rest of the year trying to prepare for it, but it was just the most stressful, strenuous process ever because you're just like, you just want to be able to tell yourself at the end of the day that you earned it.
Yeah.
I think that was like I think it was kind of poetic in that way that you guys end up winning and it was me and Stacks there because like I said, we've been doing this for like such a long time. Yeah.
NA Takeover in the finals.
Yeah, it was real. So I mean, like for that, like that's why when I look at this, like I might get like a version that's like 3D printed to keep because like I feel like I said, like it's my first one, so it means like a lot to me. But obviously, definitely like big congrats on you guys. Did you guys hear what I said at the end when you guys won?
Like during the series?
No, at the end when you won the series.
I don't think so. We were blacked out.
Oh well, no, I didn't know if you watched it back.
Partially.
When the ball hit the ground, I said, NRG, the kings of the North are now the kings of the world.
That's cold.
Yeah. Did you prepare that before?
Yeah. Were you saying that in the mirror the night before?
I wrote it the day of.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote it the day of. And I kind of like hinted to it when the time was running down and you guys went up. I think like in that final minute, I thought I was like, it's like only less than a minute until. Yeah. And then when you guys won, I said it.
Yeah.
But
that's Orin.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have any notes for Falcons. If Falcons won, I was gonna say something.
Falcons win.
I had full belief, bro. I had full belief. Thank you guys for taking the time. Closing thoughts here. before we kind of wrap things up?
Yeah, W Podcast, and I'm ready for next season, man. Like I feel like at this point we're just dragging that we won Worlds. Like it's been like over a month. Like I'm ready to move on, and I'm locked in on next season. I want the challenge of winning Worlds and trying to stay on top. So yeah, I'm ready to get back to the. I mean, bro, we have regional in like 2 weeks, so. Yeah, we just gotta get locked in.
So, of course, I want to thank the entire NRG fam for being with us through the highs and lows. Your support means the world. So, again, big shout out to NRG fam. We all appreciate you guys here at the NRG Castle. And then, of course, huge thank you again to our friends over at Spectrum. We appreciate you guys so much. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first episode of Takeoff, brought to you by Spectrum. 1, 2. We'll see you guys.